order. The flag is back in the corner, back behind everybody. And we'll pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Looking for a motion to approve the minutes from February 11th, 2020.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from February 11th, 2020.
I'll second it, even though we don't need to.
All right. Brett?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
And Dave?
Aye.
All right. Bill, before we get your going on your report, I want to first make the announcement that we have a special visitor today, James R. Perry. He's with the Census Bureau. They've already been here once to distribute information, and we've got it on the website. But if anybody would like to have any more information, please see him. Check out our website. Check out the county's website. I'm probably guessing it's there, but it's very important that we complete all the information on that so they can accurately count for our township. Mr. Perry, do we need his name and it's James R. Perry, Perry, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you need his address?
Okay.
All right. We'll go ahead with the road superintendent report at this time.
Okay. Last meeting I spoke to you about the getting the easement for Ohio Edison up there at the park. He sent me over, spoke with Earl from First Energy. He sent me over some copies of easements that's been used in the past. So I just wanted to give them to you. It's not anything we're going to do today, but just so you have them, you can look at them and decide, what type of literature you want to use.
Is there enough for each of those?
No, those are just three separate ones. Just have to look at them. Just the terminology in there. They're all just little harmless stuff. But whatever one you guys choose, we'll go with. Get that process started.
Maybe we can have Jordan scan them and
We'll
send
send
for the
it.
next meeting.
We want to send it to the prosecutor. Let them
Sure,
review
absolutely. But
first.
that's why I said I wanted you guys
Yeah.
all to have them, look at them, decide, if you like whatever you like.
Yeah, gotcha.
I got a phone call today from Ohio Department of Agriculture. We no longer have a licensed sprayer. Our the guy that we had that sprayed moved on to another place.
Spraying noxious weeds and stuff?
yeah.
I thought you guys were qualified to do that.
We were once the gentleman that worked here had the license. We were working
gotcha.
under his license.
The guy we had here.
So he is no longer here. So Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. I'm going to meet with the Ohio Department of Agriculture, and we're going to get all the proper paperwork and class times to send Mr. Ship. He is going to be designated to go get the new license.
Good.
So I'll meet with him and we'll go from there.
Bill, before we go on to a different tangent, aren't you licensed as well? Do we have 2 employees licensed for that?
No, we only had one. We've always only had one because you only need one, and then everybody works underneath that. I didn't think that guy was going to be leaving, so that's why he was chosen to go.
Understand.
So now the next guy's up. No big deal. We just got the next guy.
Sure.
No funerals since the last meeting, and the park is still closed.
Keep saying stuff on Facebook.
I just have to reiterate that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just getting to a point. What, you got a month away?
Exactly.
So, okay.
I'll get the porta pots.
Yeah, it's
I'll
time to
set
start
up
looking
for-
at that.
What about the mats?
Oh, I have information on that.
Yeah.
The playground mats. I did. I got an email from the last group that we were talking to. They can do $40. Let me see if I can find it here quick. $40, $140 for a navy blue or a blue mat.
What size?
I want to say 3 by 5. Is that?
Okay,
That's
the other one.
roughly right about the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're approximately 2 inches thick.
They cannot throw shipping in because they're coming from different areas. So he worked the price down a little bit more, try to help offset the shipping costs. So blue wear mats, at 8 of them, $140 each, $1,120. Freight is at $315. Total order would be $1,435. And it doesn't matter if it's a black mat or the blue mat. They're all going to be $140, and freight would be about the same for the black mats. So if he is interested, let him know. He'll proceed with the order, and he can put together an official quote for us. So I would like to get an official quote from him on that, because those mats are $200 each. So the fact that we were able to use the different groups against each other, $60 savings per mat was good.
I just have one quick question. Do we want blue mats up there with that playground?
You're asking me, I like all blue,
I
so
get that, but I mean, we have mulch and we have brown and tan playground.
it really show where the mats are.
They
I
complement
mean,
each other.
I'm good with whatever. I
So
just,
brown and blue complement.
Yeah, brown and blue complements anything.
I'm a guy. I'm not very good with
Tan's a
colors.
neutral color, brown's a
You can
neutral
tell.
color.
You can tell. Look at that. Look at that. Get up. You get up.
Is there any way to lock those down in the corners? I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I've never installed those before, so I'm sure I'll
They kind of told us a little bit down there. You kind of do them at like an angle, you put a little bit of mulch underneath, so when you do them,
Slopes.
yeah, you're kind of rounded
But
in the
nothing
middle.
secures the corners. Just
Just
the weight of it.
The mulch over top, like the mulch would actually kind of go over the corner.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, so maybe we'll just. I don't know if we really even need a motion, just to get an
just get a
official quote.
Yeah. Just contact.
So then we can bring back that official quote.
I mean, if he comes in at the price, we could do a motion to approve it at that price, so we don't have to go back for a second one.
Correct.
So I'd be okay to entertain a motion for that price plus tax.
no tax.
Let's wait till we get.
You know, what you get the quote? Okay.
Yeah. Who's that through again? That's all right. It's not that. We'll get it when we get the quote.
Do you want to know?
Yeah. Don't need to do that much.
I'll tell you, I do. Recreation consultant, maybe I don't. Inclusive playground, inclusive play specialist. So mid-state recreation.
That's all I had. Brett.
Wait a second before you go on there. Okay, since we're talking roads here, this vacation plat of all of Commerce Drive that we got this email from. did you
Commerce.
get-
Commerce One Drive?
Commerce One.
One, yes. He's asking us if we want to do anything with this in that email. I think I copied you in that, didn't I?
You copied me in it, I don't know if you copied
Oh,
me.
Because there were two different things I know that we had. My question was, Enterprise Parkway is privately owned, right? We don't plow or
The
do
main,
anything
the
with
main
that.
drag.
From 44 back to ODOT's place.
Yeah, no, that's not ours.
Right. We don't do any
Industrial
plowing or
Parkway you're
anything.
talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What do you call it?
Yeah.
Enterprise Parkway?
Enterprise.
Sorry, wrong
So,
township.
but the other road,
Commerce One.
Commerce One, it's already been vacated. ODOT already moved it
So
and built a building in there.
I get that. I get that.
Okay.
But that was privately owned as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wasn't
that
that
came to
whole-
us to vacate. I don't know how we could vacate it when it wasn't.
That's exactly what I was asking. How can we approve, or how can they vacate a road that's privately owned?
Yeah,
It
I
was-
don't know.
Put on a plat, correct? Mark, you
Yeah.
remember we talked about
Right
this?
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was platted.
Right.
So I think because it was platted, then we would have to vacate the platted road. So
But it wasn't ours to vacate, and it wasn't the county's to
it was
vacate.
platted.
But it came from the
Yeah,
county.
it came from the county, platted. So, I mean,
All
from my understanding was we didn't have an issue with them vacating it, and it was
So-
just,
If it's not ours,
Yeah, it's gone.
I don't care. All right. Just one. That's what I was trying to figure out what what they were trying to do there. Okay, that's all I have then for Bill.
I don't got anything for Bill.
Do we need him to stick around for anything else from zoning and sidewalks or
We're good.
park issues? We're good? Okay, thank you, Bill. Jordan, you looking for a report or from Mark on the zoning issues?
One permit since the last meeting, it was for an accessory building. The rest just stuff I kind of brought back from Columbus. One is on your table. It's a software folder. There was one company. We're still looking to upgrade from our Zone Pro. We were looking at something that would tie into what the county's using. And the company they said that they use happened to be down there, so I talked to them and that's what they gave us. And that's more,
That's these guys?
yes, and that specific software is more suited to smaller communities like our size. Whether it would actually tie in to the counties, I still have to get that answered. I have contact information that I'm gonna follow up with. I just kind of wanted to figure out what direction we were going before I get like a demonstration or anything like that or a quote. So I'm just bringing that. I had copies of that, so I brought them.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll look at that.
And then we also had the presentation on the BZA hearings, and the people that did that said they would come here and give a presentation to our board. So just wanted to start that and see if that's something the trustees are interested in. If we
The
want
training, I think it's great.
Yeah, have you talked to ZBA or the zoning commission on any of this yet?
Well, we haven't had a meeting
Haven't
yet.
had a meeting
but,
yet, yeah,
Did-
so I was wondering if we
Did they ever say whether it was gonna be a cost or how much of a cost?
I did not get a
He
copy.
did say that. He said he'd be happy to come out to Portage County because they're in trouble,
Sure
I
he
think,
would.
so.
Sure he
But
would.
because he does that for other, he said he's done it for other places, so, you know.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
see.
that might be something that we could set up through the regional planning and get, you know, a lot of the BCA's or whatever, you know, situated, so.
We just double check to see if there is a fee, just
Yes.
and if we could. I mean, I do like the idea of the BZA
Yeah.
or regional planning. Sorry.
One thing that since are you done?
Yep.
Okay. With zoning, since I got neglected at the down there and sat with other people, is has anybody talked about the county doing zoning? Because there are quite a few counties that do all the zoning for the townships within the county, and they pay. This guy said they paid $1,800 a month to the county, and they don't have any zoning issues. It all goes to the county. Cuts us out.
Trying to get rid of our zoning inspector.
I was just saying, is that something, you know, yeah, something, I'm actually, we should be talking to you two, is that something that we want to look at, or I can bring up at regional
Honestly,
planning, or,
well,
you know.
at this point in time, I think there's a lot of issues that we need to get addressed. And I mean, I think Jordan's working on that right here.
That would be the good thing, that if it's all county owned, it's all county owned, they deal with all of it.
Well,
Since
but I don't
they
think we're.
have a problem with cooperating with us sometimes, so maybe, you know, there you go, it's all you.
Yeah, I'm sure, depending on where part of the state, their zoning is very limited. We have a very extensive zoning. I don't think it'd be done for 18, it'd probably 20 to 35,000, but it's worth looking into,
No,
at the very
yeah.
least.
So, something to bring up. Just thought that was something else we picked up from that conference that, yeah, something to consider. There's more than one game in town, I guess. That's all I have.
He's not happy with you, Jordan. I don't know what's going on.
No, it's not Jordan. No.
I guess you can quit covering for the trustees and just
Yeah,
let everything
yeah.
to them.
Yeah. I just threw it out there because I don't know if anybody knew, because I heard that recycling was all handled by counties, which I found out it wasn't, and, you know, so, look, got a lot of information down there at the conference,
We'll
so.
go over that in a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Jordan, Mark, great job as always. Really appreciate the report. You guys do a superb job, and we're happy to have you here today.
Do you have a pink slip for me?
We thank you.
Thank you for everything you did, everything you put up with. It's great having somebody that we can call that will answer the phone in the first ring.
I have another
Represents
question.
the residents
You're done.
who
Are
live
we
here.
digitizing any of our data downstairs? I know we've got things foldered and all, but are we
They're
still
getting
working on that?
scanned, yes.
Okay, all right, good.
All right, fire chief report. I had a conference with the fire chief, and he did give some information to Joanne. I'm not sure that will be headed to us shortly, I'm sure, if not already. But if you haven't stopped in and seen the new fire truck, he is strongly encouraging everybody to do that. Again, he should be back at the next meeting, and I've talked to him about, giving a report on how the ambulance building went last year. And so he knows about that. So anybody else have anything they want me to bring back to the fire chief, or please feel free to give a call, but Dave, Joe?
No.
Okay. At this point, I'll turn it over to the fiscal officer, and she's probably looking for a motion to pay the bills.
That's it.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Brett,
Aye?
Joe,
Aye.
and Dave.
All right.
I have nothing else besides that.
Okay. This is the opportunity for citizens' comments, which we welcome. I'm going to go ahead and read you the statement that you guys are all probably aware of. And that is, the purpose of citizens' comments is to allow citizens to present information or raise an issue regarding items not on the agenda, or regarding agenda items that do not include a public hearing. A time limit of 3 minutes per citizen shall apply. And as a reminder, everyone here knows, but please state your name and address before speaking. So, John Fosnett, we'll go ahead and start with you.
John Fosnett speaking for the Rootstown Historical Society. I know one of the last meetings I was here said about needing to update our lease. So I don't know if you have the paperwork ready or,
No, but we do that.
you know, just get it
Okay.
in the works for the next
Yeah.
meeting. And,
Yeah, I think I brought that up not too far ago, so.
yeah, whenever I was here a couple months ago.
Right.
John,
Okay.
Joe, do you know where that lease paperwork's at?
Yeah, I think I have a copy of it.
And one question is, I don't know how many spots are left in Homeland Cemetery. I was talking with some of the other historical people, since we're working with the old cemetery. What are the township plans for the future for additional cemetery ground?
How many do we have? We have,
When
what,
I
3,000?
originally did that audit, oh goodness, that was back in 2006, I think, 2005 maybe. When I audited, you know, how many graves we had used and how many we had left. I believe we had enough, because we average about 30 a year. And I think we had enough for like 32 years was the approximate time frame we had before the cemetery was to run out of space. That was just an estimate, you know, we can't give you an exact.
Have we thought farther ahead than that? No. That's something to think about, though.
Yeah, I'd say it's just something that we were tossing about one day, and since the cemetery down there is kind of landlocked, what, you know, I don't know if the ground out front would be usable for interments.
I thought there was something with all that, like the letters and stuff, nothing could be built or nobody could be put in front of all
In front
that
of
stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to actually
There's-
check on that. I was told, you know, nothing can be put in front of the home, or the homeland sign, so I don't know why that is. That's what I was told.
Yeah,
I don't know the reasoning behind it.
Like buried in front of
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
or-
nobody, yeah.
But
Or-
if we did above ground, would that be? Yeah.
Well, or can you move the homeland sign down? I don't know.
Since
that's
Mardi Gras-
something to look
That's
at.
something I can
Well,
definitely check into
Yeah.
and see, because all we would have to do would get it resurveyed and have the lots put in. It'd be simple.
But what I was told by somebody years ago was that with the stream in the front being so low that you couldn't put vaults in because it's too wet, but I didn't know.
Underground or above ground?
Underground.
Yeah.
No. That's something to look
Yeah,
into.
that's what I said, if you could do interment lots, or,
Right.
the other thing is, I was talking with one of the other historical society members that I don't really remember it, but I guess the stones spell out homeland, but there used to be ones that say cemetery. And,
I'm not aware of that.
yeah, that's what I said, I,
It'd be nice to have that instead of just homeland. I
Yeah.
always thought that too, and I drove by and like, it's kind of weird, it just says
well,
homeland.
what,
So are you asking us to make?
No, I'm not asking, I'm just
Oh.
saying that, it
Something
was
to
brought up
consider?
that it was there. And
Well, I mean,
I
that
don't
would be a
know.
great project for the Boy Scouts or something
Yeah.
else,
Yeah.
somebody looking
that,
for
you
the
know,
Eagle badge.
again,
Historical
I
society.
was told, I don't know if those letters were like poured concrete
They are,
forms?
yes.
Okay.
Not forms. Somebody just cut the
Dug
sod
a
out.
trench and
Mhm.
poured it in there, so,
Yes.
you know, as far as that goes, I thought you said it said homeland and farther east it said cemetery, but I mean, you know, we could do something down in front, but there again, that's something that was just mentioned, and I thought I'd bring it up and see if anybody knows anything about it.
I don't know. I don't ever remember seeing the cemetery though, but they've been before my time. I like the idea though. So yeah, look into that, Bill. If you would, please.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done.
Thank you.
Thank you. that wash that you were working
Oh.
on.
Did you do that yet?
No, I was gonna bring that up and I forgot. I was thinking probably towards the end of March, May first meeting of April was, bring the paperwork back and have you guys order. I don't wanna get it while it's still too cold, so
Yeah.
you can't apply it till it's temperatures
Yeah,
are consistently above 50, but,
I think the last time you were here, you had just sprayed it on. You had 3 different ones. You
I
sprayed
had-
it on. You
yeah, I
wiped it.
got one that I just sprayed it on and left it. I've got another one that I sprayed it on and scrubbed it, and there's a third stone that I did like the bottom half as a comparison, so again, coming a little warmer weather, go down and take some pictures. I've got the before pictures and do some after and see how well it works. And
So you don't
some of
spray
the-
it off or wipe it off, you just spray it on, let it go, or?
on the one.
Okay.
On the one
So you
I
tried
just
different
sprayed it. Yeah,
things.
there's a- one of the real bad ones I did scrub, but they said, you can just spray it on and let nature work.
Right,
It
right.
might take a couple of years,
Oh,
depending how
years.
thick that lichen buildup is on them.
I mean, a couple applications over the years is what you think once a year. How often are you supposed to do it?
According to the paperwork, it says it lasts 18 months, but from what I was told up at Garrettsville, it said like around Arlington National Cemetery, they do it once a year. All those white stones you see in the rows, they just go in and just give it a spray over every year.
Okay.
Now, do you remember the name of that stuff? Because when I was down in Columbus, they
Deep.
had stuff in it. They were warning us on those old stones
Yeah.
about that.
D2. And according to that, that is the one that's the most environmentally friendly. And they said the main thing is not so much that D2, but depending on what kind of stone marker it is. So some you can, get on there with a bristle brush and scrub. Never use a wire brush. Other ones that are like the sandstone ones, it says just spray it and just wait
Yeah,
for nature to.
When we were down there, I was talking to a guy about that stuff, and I don't know if he had anything like this. His stuff was a little bit more harsh. Not anything we could use in the old cemetery, but better for the newer stuff.
Yeah. The D2, and that's what I had gotten a quart of. We bought it somewhere off the internet, and it was quite pricey, but that paper I had from Garrettsville had a much better price, and if you get it, let's see, comes in a 2-gallon jug. If you get a 2-pack, it's cheaper. If you get a 5-gallon jug, it's cheaper yet. If you have a really big cemetery, you can get a 55-gallon drum, but I don't think we need that much. I was thinking probably 2 5-gallons, because I figure if I had some left over, there's some of the real old stones over in Homeland under the trees that are
Yeah.
starting to look pretty covered too.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.